Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning in to the Health Zealot. Today I just wanted to share a tip with you, and that is how to separate your whey and cream. If you have read my blog post at all, you know that I'm really obsessed with raw milk and lacto-fermentation. So this is how we're going to separate the cream from the raw milk with the whey. We're going to take the whey product and use that in future lacto-fermentation endeavors. So I will quickly show you how to do that. There's several steps. First, what you're going to need to do is take a little bit of milk, just pour some of your raw milk out. You don't need a lot for this because a little whey goes a very long way. We're going to take our raw milk. You can cover it. I usually use an unbleached piece of a sheet that I bought. It's organic and unbleached, and so I feel very safe with that. So we'll cover it up, tighten it with a rubber band, and then you can just set this out on your refrigerator overnight. The refrigerator is nice because it's a little bit warm, so that's going to help the two separate parts separate from each other. I say overnight. That's plenty of time to get it to separate. If you want to, if it's not completely separated, then give it a little bit more time. It'll depend on the weather, where you are, and what time of the year it is. So just set that out, and then we'll come back to that later. Now, I have already set mine out. I have a little bit bigger quantity because I really do like to ferment things a lot. So as you can see, there is a separation right here. On the top is our cream, and then under here is going to be the whey product. So how do we get these away from each other? We're going to take one of these towels that I showed you earlier and put it in a nice size bowl. We're just going to line the bowl. Next, you're going to dump the contents into the bowl. Nice and chunky, just the way that I like it. Okay, now what we're going to do is take all of our loose ends, and I like to take a rubber band and wrap it around just to make sure nothing comes apart, because that would be a mess, and I don't like dealing with those. So now that we're nice and secure, we're going to hang this bad boy. What I have figured out how to do, you just kind of have to maneuver in your own house and figure out what you can do. But I will hang him from the cabinet. Make sure this bowl is placed right under it, because we want to catch all of this. Alright, close my cabinet if I can. I might not want to right now. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to let that drip for probably overnight again. About, I would give it at least 5 hours to make sure that everything is completely separated. The longer that you keep it dripping, the more you're going to get it separated and the better your product is going to be. So just keep checking back and just make sure that whenever you decide you're done, there's nothing dripping out of it. And that's how you'll know that you're ready to go. So we will check back in with this in about 5 hours. Okay, so it has been about 5 hours, and we have our separation here, our cream cheese in the top, our whey at the bottom. Full disclosure for my viewer audience is that just a few minutes ago, while retrieving this lovely mason jar, I just didn't notice that this was hanging here and opened up my cabinet. So it did drop into the whey, and if you notice any drips, that's why that's happening. If that were to happen and I weren't making this video at this time, I would let it sit for longer just to make sure that everything is completely separated. But we're going to pretend like it is totally separated for now. So here we go. What we're going to do is remove our cream cheese bag. This is very exciting. I'm going to take off our rubber band. Now, this cream cheese is absolutely amazing. It's so much better than anything that you can buy at the store. It is going to be perfect for you to put on your whole grain or sprouted, soaked sourdough bagels in the morning. My favorite thing to do with it is to add a little bit of honey and then some strawberries and blend that up nicely and put that on bagels or toast or whatever you prefer. It's very healthy. It's got live enzymes in it from the raw milk, so that is a fantastic breakfast option. So we're going to take this and store it. Now, the great thing about this is that once the two are separated, the whey and the cream cheese will last about a month, and the whey will last you 6 months. So that's really fantastic. So we're just going to scoop this into our container. Use it for later. And then we're going to give up on scooping and then just dump it because that's better. Alrighty. And there you have it, folks, your cream cheese. So we'll just use that later. Now, we're going to look at our very exciting whey. You'll get to see the color of it. All right, we're going to pour this into our mason jar. Okay, so that is our liquid whey. This is not the same thing that you are getting you can't buy this at the store. It's not the same thing as the powdered whey. Basically what the powdered whey is that you might find in protein powders, it's denatured completely. It's taken and it's heated up at these extreme heats, and really you're not getting any benefits out of it. So the only way that you can get this liquid whey is by making it at home, and we really need this for any lacto-fermenting that we're going to be doing. So it's a very exciting thing. Once you have this down pat, you can start doing other fermentations, and this is really the foundational step, the building block. Like I said, this needs to be raw milk. Pasteurized milk is not going to work for this. We're not going to be able to separate it, and it's just not going to be healthy. So we want to use the raw milk. It has live enzymes in it. It will be able to ferment. The good bacteria in it will be able to grow, and then when we separate it, it's going to be healthy and safe for consumption. So as you can see, we have our whey here. We have our delicious cream cheese. In the coming weeks, I will be presenting more recipes and ideas with using the whey. So what I would like for you to do now is to practice this. Go out and buy some raw milk and enjoy it with your family, because raw milk is absolutely amazing and tastes delicious. But also, when you get down towards the bottom, just save that little bit and then practice separating your cream cheese and whey and enjoy your product. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Health Zealot. I am Caitlin. Please visit my website at www.thehealthzealot.org, and I look forward to seeing you soon.